Good morning, I'm Dan Symons here on April 29th. Today we've just announced the results of 11 additional holes at our Khaleesi Project in Peru, and I'm here to give you my top 3 takeaways from today's announcement. The first takeaway for today is that we have completed the first phase of our program at Khaleesi, Khaleesi being a greenfield project, first ever drill holes into it. The first phase was 12 holes, 6,000 meters. Today, in today's release, we announced 11 holes. 6 of those were the last remaining assays from the first phase. And then we had 5 holes for kicking off the second phase of drilling, which is 20 to 25 holes and up to 15,000 meters. For that first phase, what we were looking for, we were basically testing a kilometer by 500 meter zone to a depth of 400 vertical meters. And the goal was to confirm a large copper footprint, which would be indicative of a large hydrothermal system of scale. Very happy to report that, yes, we have hit copper in all 12 of the first holes. So that means we have a large copper footprint that we're dealing with, very indicative of that large hydrothermal system that we're looking for. The second thing that I want you to take away is the second phase is well underway. We announced 5 holes today. We have 7 more pending assay and 2 in progress. This is just going to continue as we go. And where the first phase was about confirming a system of scale, this second phase is now about vectoring towards the core or the heat engine that's driving this hydrothermal system. We've started in the second phase, we've started to define a magnetite skarn, and we're also systematically probing this contact between very important geologic units is the limestone of the Ferrobamba Formation and the batholith. And along this contact, that's where we see multiple intrusions coming up. So far, as we're systematically probing that contact, we have encountered 6 different intrusions. Now, these ones that we've encountered so far through age dating, we interpret as older than a key mineralization event that's happened at Khaleesi. These are really important because it's allowing that mineralized fluid to travel up the contacts of these intrusions and come to near surface. And that's why we're getting numerous broad zones of copper mineralization near surface. What we're looking for, and this is what the third takeaway is, it comes down to vectoring. If we're seeing multiple intrusions along this contact, and we know that there's a main mineralizing event that's age dating around 35.8 million years, which is the same age as the large Las Bambas mine and the Antapaccay mine operated by MMG and Glencore, respectively, 2 major deposits in this district, then we are looking for what we would call the causative intrusive. That means we should be able to find one that age dates at that 35.8 million years, and we are systematically probing that contact to do that. Now, when it comes to vectoring, we're going to use every bit of geoscience that we can and all the geoscience tools available to us. We're looking at alteration, we're looking at geochemistry, and we are strongly considering additional geophysics to help us here. We were already going to be running geophysics over a much broader area than the main Khaleesi area, as we are in the process of modifying our drill permits to expand our permitted area for drilling. We may now run 3 different geophysical surveys, not just on the broader area, but the main Khaleesi area itself to help us with that vectoring. These would be a gravity survey that will help pick out the different densities of the rock units. We've done SG studies. We know the magnetite skarn, for instance, and other areas where we've hit massive sulfides are going to come back much more dense than the intrusives. So that's going to be important for us. We'd also like to tighten up the spacing of the magnetic survey from the original survey at 100 meters to 50 meters spacing so we can get a higher resolution. And then we're strongly considering 3D IP because we've just finished a 3D IP survey in Jamaica. The resolution, the results, we're really happy with that product. It's matching the geology from our holes that the previous drilling we've done in Jamaica perfectly. And we think it could be really helpful here also at Khaleesi. Takeaways here, first phase completed, large system of scale confirmed. Second thing, we are well into the second phase. We're defining a magnetite skarn as well as systematically probing this important contact where we see multiple intrusives coming up. Third thing, vectoring. We are using all tools available to try and vector into that heat engine or core of the system, and that's a huge goal for us this year. So stay tuned.